Some of them went down to near Tumut or somewhere, didn't they?
Oh, Dennis did for a while.
Wow, yeah.
Then Dennis and Ron and their later life went down the south coast.
Right. Very serious looking little girl there.
Yes, very serious. I suppose I was 5 or 6. I was at Hunter's Hill in my uniform of Girraween.
Right. Is that at Hunters Hill or somewhere on the coast?
No, Hunter's Hill.
Oh, I had thought that all of that stonework there was on the coast, but it was at Hunters Hill, was it?
I think so. Although
Right.
it looks more coastal, doesn't it?
I thought it might be down.
Why would I wear a school uniform to the beach?
Well, I thought maybe it was somewhere down south or something, you know, but it might have been at Hunters Hill. Well, you went to Girraween. Girraween was where? In Hunters Hill?
And Hunter's Hill.
Right. When you were living there?
We came down from Brisbane.
Right.
And rented a flat at Manly on the forefront where the big hotel is now.
Yeah.
And Dad was tried out for his position of manager of shipping.
Yeah.
And they said yes. So then we rented a house up near Shelley Beach.
Right, okay.
And then Dad had to decide where we were going to live. And it was between Mossman and Hunters Hill and North Shore.
Right.
And Mr. Eva said to him, as he lived up
This
in
is
North
before the Harbour Bridge, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Eva said, you should go to the North Shore, it's the coming place.
All right. When was the bridge was built? 1932.
It was open.
So this would have
This was
been
20,
late 20s?
28.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the Dad's cousin, Aunt Alice Stewart,
Yeah.
her husband was with Reckitt's.
Right.
And so in those days you did a home trip for a year to the company you were working for.
Right.
So Aunt Alice said, would you live in our house for a year?
Right. While they were
overseas.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. And that was
And that
in
was
the
at
UK.
Takuya Road,
right.
Hunters Hill.
Right.
It was the most beautiful old home.
Is it still there?
No, it's been
Knocked down.
foreshored. See, it was a huge place.
What street was it in?
Takuya.
Where, and how do you spell that? T.
T-double-O, look, I'll show
Oh,
you.
no, doesn't matter. But it's. I'll look it up at some time. But
It ran down by the waterfront,
right.
and they had all this huge block of land, and then went down to a swimming pool that was fed by water from the river,
Oh, right. Okay.
which was where I learnt to swim, because
Right.
Dad just pushed me in, and I was so terrified of all the crabs all crawling around.
In the pool.
I just swam, and it had an awful lot of wheat in it,
Right.
that pool. But anyway,
Yeah.
we lived there for that year,
Right.
because they had the most beautiful
So we're talking about 1927.
probably it was 28.
28 maybe.
See,
Yeah.
when I was 6, I suppose.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
probably 27.
Yeah.
Because when we were living at Manly, I remember the oven caught fire, and Nan and Mum raced across to the beach and got buckets of sand and threw it in the oven.
Right.
I haven't forgotten that. I was petrified.
So when did Nan start living with you? When when you were
She
born?
came down, her mother worked for Bapa Barnes,
Right, okay.
Mrs. Dow.
Right.
She came and did the washing and cleaning.
Oh, right.
And she had Nan,
Right.
and Mum wanted someone to come down and help her,
Right.
and Nan came.
Right,
And she
okay.
just became part of the family.
Right. Came and stayed.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
And
was
she never did anything else, so that's what she did,
No,
basically.
That's
yeah.
what she did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's another one that's really come up pretty well for what it was. And I wondered whether that was in a similar location to the other one in that there were rocks there, and I thought almost looks like it's a bull over somewhere. It's quite high.
Well, perhaps it could have been.
You've got your, is that Girraween still that you've got your
Yeah.
hat on there?
A hat on,
Yeah, but
but not the uniform.
no, you've got a,
And
yeah,
that's
it's
John.
dress. Yeah, it's John.
And
Late
Auntie
19th
Barnes, Maud.
Maud, yeah. Auntie Barnes.
That must be Mum there.
That's Isabel there.
Yeah.
And I think she's pregnant at that stage. She's got a very loose belt on. It's just Judy. A bit early for Judy, is
Bit early for Judy. She
Yeah.
wasn't born till 32.
32, yeah.
Probably the belt just slipped.
Oh, it might be just that style. And that's Bapa
Yeah.
Frederick.
Yeah.
Frederick Charles
It's
Barnes.
funny, all the men with their hats.
Yeah, yeah. Out. Well, everyone with their hats, but and gloves too. She's got her gloves.
Yeah. Well, so's Gran.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see, and Maud was so different from Edith. Edith was her elder sister,
Right,
and there were all these maiden aunts
right,
who didn't marry.
right. Different in what respect?
Oh, well, not good looking.
No. I mean, she's fairly austere looking, whereas
Yeah.
Edith was beautiful looking.
Yeah,
Really
exactly.
beautiful, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And she was the younger sister.
Younger sister.
Right. The next one down, or
Okay, I think she probably was.
Frederick sort of just said, "Oh well, next one."
Yeah, I need someone.
Yeah.
And he was frowned on by the church. You didn't marry your sister-in-law.
Why not?
Well, it wasn't done.
There's nothing wrong with marrying your sister-in-law if your wife's died, surely.
Oh, Church of England.
That's very strange. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But I
So
mean,
he just wiped the church then.
well, there's hardly any issue with it. There's no. Yeah. In fact, I would have thought it was quite common.
Well, it might have been if it was an issue.
Yeah. So yeah, out for a picnic in his three-piece suit and so on.
I know.